People don't care. And I don't mean to sound morbid or negative, but the reality of life is that people don't care. And so many times we are seeking the approval of the people around us that we actually don't live up to our own potential because we are so afraid to offend those people. We are afraid of what they're going to say and how they are going to react. And the reality is, most people don't care. And people may say that they care, but you'll see by their fruits in terms of whether they are there for you when you need them or when the chips are down. Are they actually showing that care? And most people don't. There are very few people who actually care about you, the ones who look out for you and check how you are doing. Most people want to get something from you, right? And I'm not saying relationships are transactional, relationships need to be reciprocal, okay? So it doesn't work when you are the one who's constantly giving, 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 and the other person is taking, taking, taking. There has to be a give and take when it comes to relationships. But the point is, everybody is so busy trying to get through their own lives, living their own lives, trying to overcome their own challenges and problems. And so when you center yourself in their lives, you'll see that at the crux, they're the most important thing in their lives and whatever's going on in their lives. You are not, right? You may be a friend or a family member or a business partner or somebody who they know, an acquaintance, right? But it's important to understand that in as much as you have those relationships, at the end of the day, the person who's responsible for you is you. And you need to learn how to be self sufficient in life. Not selfish, not that you are trying to be, there's a saying that goes, no man is an island. You're not trying to be an island, but you need to be self sufficient in a way that when the chips are down and nobody's able to be there for you, you are able to stand up on your own. You're able to be resourceful and you are then able to carry on. Okay, that's the meaning of being self sufficient. So it's not anything to do with being selfish or trying to be an island. Absolutely not. But it's so important to understand that so many times we give to people expecting them to give us in return in terms of the investment that we've made in the relationship, only to find that, when things are not going well, you don't receive the same care that you gave that person. And it's important to know that also when you are looking to do the things that you want to do, you have to forget about this thing, yeah, batho ba tlo reng, abantu bazothini, because at the end of the day, even when you do something that they approve of, they're still going to have something to say about it. They're still going to have some criticism or something negative to say about it. And so, if people are going to be like that, you might as well do what you want to do, not necessarily worrying too much about what they're going to say, how it's going to affect them, especially if you are doing something that is for the good of all. And what do I mean? You're not being malicious, you're not going out of your way to hurt anybody, and you are doing the things that you are doing in with good, intentions for yourself and even for others. There are people who are going to have a problem with that, and you need to be able to stand fast in the knowledge that what you are doing is for you and you're doing it for good. And no matter what they say, you're not going to veer off your goals. You're not going to veer off the things that you need to be doing for yourself. Because at the end of the day, whether you do it or not, those people are simply not going to care because they've got their own cares that they're going to need to take care of and that they're worried about. And so Because the people really don't care, you need to be in a space where you need to do you, and you do it in the way that you want, as long as you are not being malicious and you're not trying to hurt anybody.